So this video is the ultimate guide to starting a Shopify print-on-demand store step by step. Yes, I'm going to guide you through the process from start to finish on how to create a beautiful print-on-demand store like this one. Even if you're selling your print-on-demand products on another website like Etsy, Redbubble, or Amazon, I highly recommend setting up your own store because you are in control of it, not a third-party website, which diversifies and therefore safeguards your income. Plus, in addition to setting up a store, I'll also show you how to add in and create products with the print-on-demand app Printify. And we'll also take a look at how to create beautiful mock-up photos for free as well. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, you need to come and sign up for a free Shopify store. Currently, Shopify are offering a free 3-day trial account. Just register with your email and then fill out and answer any questions, and that's it. You have created your new store. They've recently simplified the sign-up process a lot. And I'll have a link to where you can get a free Shopify trial in the video description below. Please note that is an affiliate link. Using it is optional, but it is always appreciated. So thank you to everybody that chooses to use it. So once you're inside your Shopify dashboard, we are going to choose a free theme. So come and click on Online Store in the left side menu, and you'll be on the Themes page. By default, Shopify has the Dawn theme installed, but I don't recommend that you use this because as it's the default theme, a lot of people just use it and it makes your store look generic and boring. So instead, come and click on the button that will take you to the theme store. Inside the theme store, you'll find all of Shopify's different themes that you can install, including their free ones. And to try out a theme, just click on it and then click to visit the demo store. Now you'll be able to see what a store looks like using the theme, and you'll get to try out its different pages, such as the product pages. For me personally, I love the free theme craft, so for this tutorial, I'll be using that. So just come on over to the craft theme inside of the theme library and click Try Theme. Now Shopify will install the theme inside of your store. This can take a few minutes to install all of the files, so don't worry that it doesn't happen instantly. But once it is finished, click the Publish button and again confirm that you want to publish it, and now it is installed. And to customize it, just click the Customize button on the themes page, and now you'll be taken over to the theme editor. You can click the Mobile Editor button inside of it to switch to the mobile view to see what your store looks like on a mobile device. And you can click the Desktop button to switch back to seeing what it looks like when it's on a full-width computer screen. So let's update our theme settings now so that we can make our store look custom and unique to our brand. And to do that, just click on the Theme Settings button and then come to the Logo section, and then just come and click the Select Image button, and then click the Upload Image button, and then choose to upload your store logo from your computer. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, geez, Sarah, I haven't created a logo for my store yet. Which, if that is you, is absolutely fine because Canva has a bunch of logo templates that you can customize to quickly create a logo for your store. I'll have an affiliate link to where you can get a 30-day free trial for Canva in the video description. But yes, once your logo is uploaded, you can then increase the size of it since 100 pixels is tiny. And then after that, just come down to the favicon section. A favicon, if you don't know, is the little square icon in an internet browser tab. For me, I created my little square favicon image by just taking an image from my logo and then putting it inside of a black circle using Canva. So come and click on Select Image, and then select to add an image, and choose your favicon image to upload. And Shopify will automatically resize it for you. So now close out of the logo settings and instead open up the color settings and select to customize the scheme for color settings. Then click the background color and choose a brand color to represent your store. You can pick it from the color picker, or you can instead type in its hex code. I picked a coffee bean brown color for my store, and that's because for this example store here, it's going to be themed around baristas and people that love coffee. You can see that it's now added in pops of color to my store, making it look custom to my brand. Then, once you've done that, close the color settings and open up the typography settings and click to change the heading font. By default, all stores installed with Craft use the Americana font, and so you'll want to change this to make your store not look generic. Shopify have lots of fonts installed, so pick one that suits your brand. And then after that, come down to the body font and select to change this font and pick a new font. And again, you can pick the same font that you just selected if you'd like. After that, open up the layout settings. and come to the page width slider and move it down to 1000 pixels. It's up to you, but I find that for beginners, having a smaller page width means that it's easier to find high quality images that are big enough for advertising like store banners. After that, close the layout settings and open social media settings. Here, you can put the URLs to your different social media pages like your store Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok page. If you don't have these though, that is fine. You can fill them out when you do get them later. Then after this, close it and open up the checkout settings. Under logo, click select image and choose the logo that you just uploaded before. And then next, change its size to be large. Then scroll down the settings to come to the checkout colors and change the accents color and the button color to be your chosen brand color. By doing this, your store checkout will now feature your store branding, making it look a lot more professional and trustworthy. And then just click save. And we have now updated our store settings. So click the sections button to switch back to the theme editor. And now we'll come in and edit our store header. So click the announcement bar widget in the sections editor side menu. Now, if you plan to have an ongoing promotion, such as free shipping, enter in your promotion as the banner text. Otherwise, if you don't currently have a special promotion to advertise in your store banner, you can click the little eye icon, which will hide the store banner in your store. Then click the header widget in the sections editor menu. Scroll down the settings and find the sections padding sliders. I recommend lowering these to lessen the padding between your logo and the rest of your store. I personally prefer it set to 0. Then come back to the sections editor menu and select to edit the rich text block and change the text in it to be a new custom welcome message branded to your store. And so now you have edited your store header, which is great. However, we can't continue to customize the rest of our homepage yet, because as you can see, the widgets in here are advertising products. And so to customize these, we need to actually have some products added into our store. So let's go ahead and actually add some products into our store. But to do that, we're going to need to get a print-on-demand app. And for this tutorial, I've decided to install the print-on-demand app Printify. As I explained in this video here, there are 2 print-on-demand apps for Shopify that I personally love, Printify and Printful. However, out of the 2, Printify is easily the cheapest, and the quality of the products that you can get from it is just as good as Printful in my personal experience. Which is why I usually recommend Printify for beginners, so I'll have an affiliate link for Printify in the video description below. So to install it, click on Add Apps. Now inside the app preview, you might be able to select Printify from the list if it's there, but if you can't see it, click the Visit Shop App Store button to access Shopify's App Store. Then just do a search for Printify and select it from the search results, and then click the Install button. And then on the installation page, confirm you want to install it. After that, you'll be taken to a page to log in with your Printify account. And if you don't have an account, that's okay, because you can instead choose to create one. You'll just be asked to fill out some quick survey questions, and then you'll be taken straight to the Printify app dashboard. And there are 2 things that I highly recommend that you do before you start adding products from Printify into your store. The first is to come to the store settings button, and then under store name, enter the name of your store. And then the second thing to do is to come to the wallet settings, and in the payment details section, scroll down and select to add a payment card. You can add either a credit card, a debit card, or a PayPal account. This is very important because what a lot of people don't realize is that when you sell an item in your store, you do not get instant access to the money that the customer has paid you. And that's because banks have processing times. So it'll usually take at least 2 days for the customer's money to be fully processed. However, you need to be able to pay Printify immediately for the base cost to print and ship the item for the customer. So for me, what I do is I use a credit card to pay for my products. My personal favorite card is the Amex Platinum. When you spend money with this credit card, it will give you travel reward points. I then use these points to exchange for business class and first class flights. It's how I've been able to travel around the world in luxury, practically for free. Then when the money has finished processing, I just pay off my credit card. With credit cards, you usually have a month to pay them off, so I never get charged interest. It's a huge win-win for me. But whatever payment method you choose is up to you. Again, you can choose a PayPal account, a debit card, or of course, a credit card. But yes, now that we have Printify installed, let's go ahead and actually add some products into our store with it. So to do that, come to Catalog and click to open up the products. Printify has a huge range of blank products that you can customize, such as clothing, homeware items, stationery, and wall art. For this tutorial though, I chose the classic Bella Canvas t-shirt. Now, something that I want to clarify, because a lot of people don't realize this, is that Printify isn't the one that actually prints the items for you. Instead, they have a big range of different print shops that are in their network that you can select from to print the items for your store. It's actually quite similar to Uber Eats when you think about it. Because when you go over to Uber Eats and you order a burger, it isn't Uber Eats that makes that burger, is it? It's the restaurant that you chose. Well, it's the same with Printify. You choose a print shop in their network to print your items for your store. For clothing, I personally have had great experiences with Monster Digital. They are a clothing print shop based out of Miami. They're a bit more expensive than some of the other print providers, but I survey my customers and they have consistently rated Monster Digital's prints highly. And for stationery, homeware and accessories, another print provider I've had great experiences with is Spoke Custom Products. But as this is a t-shirt, not a homeware item, I selected Monster Digital from the list of print providers. Then I came and I uploaded my t-shirt design that I had created onto the product. And if you haven't yet created a design for a product and you'd like to create one, you can use Canva to do that. I used Canva's drag and drop visual elements to create this t-shirt design. Again, I'll have an affiliate link to Canva in the video description below. Plus, you can get some of my tips and tricks for creating and designing print-on-demand products that sell inside of my free ebook, The 6 Steps That Six-Figure Online Stores Follow to Make Over $10,000 a Month. You'll find a link to get my free print-on-demand ebook in the video description below. But yes, once your design has finished uploading, if your product comes in different colors, you can then select which colors you'd like to sell it in. And then you can click the preview button, which will preview how your product looks on the included mockups within Printify. You can then switch back and forth between the product design page and the product preview page, tweaking your design and print size and placement to get it the way that you want it. Then, once you got your placement sorted, click to save the product. I apologize, by the way, you might have noticed that Shopify's little trial banner is blocking some of the text on the buttons. So Shopify, if you are watching my tutorial video, I would love it if you would change it because it's actually quite annoying. But yes, on the next screen, you'll see a bunch of stuff that you can customize. You can just ignore most of it for now. The truth is that it's easier for us to customize this stuff inside of Shopify's product editor, which is much better. So that's why we're going to ignore it because we'll update this later. But I do recommend adding in your product title on the screen to make it easier to identify your product later when you're choosing which ones to edit inside of your admin. And also, we'll just quickly delete these excess product tags because it's simple to do so. Then you can click to save your product. And inside of your product list, you can then click the options button for your product and select to publish it. Printify will now publish and add this product directly into your Shopify store. Now, it does have to add in quite a few files, so don't worry if this takes a minute, that's absolutely normal. But once it's finished, it'll now tell you that it's been published to your store. And now that product is inside of your store. So go ahead and add in all of the products that you plan to sell, like I did here, and make sure they are all published to your store. And once you've done that, we can edit each of the product listings. But to do that, we're going to want to create some cool mock-up photos for our products. And to create these, we're going to be using Placeit. Placeit is a mock-up generator. They have two different types of accounts. They have a free account with access to a smaller range of their free pictures, and then they have a paid account which gets you access to all of their pictures. Either way, it's up to you. I'll have an affiliate link to Placeit in the video description below. So once you've registered, come to Placeit and then in the menu, select the mock-up of the type of product that you're going to be selling. You can then scroll through their list of photos and filter the results based on specific types of mock-ups that you like to find the perfect photo that fits your brand and your aesthetic. And when you do, you can then come in and change the product color to match the color variant that you want to be promoting. And you can then upload your print onto the product. As you resize and move its placement, you'll get a preview of what that mock-up will look like. And then once you got your photo looking the way you want it to, you can just download it. Super simple. So now that we have our product mock-up photos, we can go in and edit our product pages. And to do that, click Products in the left side menu, and then in the list of products you published, open up the product page that you want to edit. This is exactly why we went ahead and added in our product name while we were adding it in with Printify so that we can easily identify them inside of our product page list. But yes, inside of your product page listing, you can now change the title if you want, and you can change your item description. I recommend creating a custom description and not using Printify's one, as it is very generic. You can then use Shopify's text editing tools to make it look nice, such as adding in bullet points. Next, we'll come to the photos. It varies from product to product, but oftentimes, Printify will add in a bunch of ugly photos. I prefer to just keep the product images themselves and delete their mock-up photos, as again, these usually look ugly and generic. Then I go ahead and upload my much nicer mock-up photo or photos that I have created with Placeit instead. And if the product comes in different sizes, I also like to upload a sizing chart as an image as well. Printify has sizing charts for items that come in different sizes on their product pages, and you can drag and drop your photos to change their position. Then after that, we'll scroll down to our different variants. Here we can update the product prices. Select the variants that you want to change the price for. Then in the Actions menu, select to edit the prices. You can now change the prices individually, or to save time, apply a single price to each of your product variants. And then come to the vendor tab and change it to be your store name. And then you just click save, and that's it. Your product is ready to be sold. And this is what the product page looks like. It's nice, simple, and professional. And Printify tweaks your settings so that when you select product colors, it'll automatically switch to a photo of the product, which is a great touch. So go ahead, update each of your product listings now, and then we can go ahead and add in our product collections. So on the left side menu, select collections. Then come and click the Create Collection button. Then come and give your new collection a name. For me, I'm going to be adding all of my t-shirts that I created into this collection, which is why I just called it t-shirts. But you don't just have to create collections based on the type of product. You could create them based upon the niche or a theme. So you could have Christmas products, you could have dog products, things like that. Next, you can give your collection a description. It's not necessary though, which is why I kept mine blank. However, you will want to come to the image selection and select to upload an image to your collection. Choose a lifestyle mock-up photo that you like, as this is going to be shown on the home page. Then under collection type, make sure you have manual collection selected, and then just save your collection. Once saved, you'll then have a new option on this page that will allow you to add products manually into your collection. I prefer to do it manually instead of automatically to ensure the correct products get added. Then, once you've added in all of your products, you can click Save. So just go ahead and create product collections for all of your items, and keep in mind we're going to need at least 5 different product collections created so that we can finish off our homepage. But after that, there is one more thing that we want to do, and that is that we want to select some products to promote inside of the product collection that Shopify automatically created for us, the homepage collection. So to do that, open up the homepage collection, then in the product section, click Browse and go through and select 4 products that you'd like to showcase on your homepage. If you have any popular designs on another website like say Etsy or Redbubble, selecting these here is a good idea. Then just save that collection and we are ready to edit our homepage. So on the left side menu, click Online Store and you'll be taken to the theme page. Click the Customize button again to open up the theme editor. Then in the editor widget sidebar, come and click the first collection in the collage section. Then select collection and choose one of the collections that you just made. Then click select. Then come back to the widget sidebar and select the next collection in the collage section. And again, choose to add in another one of the collections that you just made and click select. And then come back to the editor widget sidebar. Then in the widget sidebar, select the featured collection. In the collection section, select change and click to change the collection. Then go and pick the homepage collection that we added our favorite products into. Then come back to the widget sidebar. Now we want to do something a bit different. Currently, we have been editing the pre-installed widgets that Shopify has selected for us, but now we're gonna add in a new widget ourselves. So to do that, in the widget sidebar, click Add Selection, and then click to add a collection list. Then click on the collection list widget, in the sidebar menu, and in the settings for it, delete the widget text title. Then come to image ratio and change it to be portrait. Then come back to the widget sidebar, and in the sidebar, click on the first collection in the collection list widget, and then select one of the other product collections that we added in before. And then come back to the widget sidebar and select the next collection, and again, choose another one of the product collections that we added in before. And then again, come back to the widget sidebar, select the third collection, and choose another of the product collections that we added into our store. And then you can just click save. And that's it. You have finished creating a beautiful homepage design. And here is a quick preview of it. You can see that it is simple yet clean and professional looking. So then, now we're going to create our store policies. We're going to be creating a refund policy, a privacy policy, terms of service, and a shipping policy. So just exit the theme editor to return to your Shopify admin, and in the sidebar, click Settings. Now, inside of Settings, come and select the Policies button in the menu. Now, by default, Shopify has created some default policy page templates, which are admittedly super helpful. For example, in the refund policy, click Generate Template, and Shopify will create a standard refund policy template for you. You can choose to keep this refund policy as is, or you can go through and customize it for your store. So for example, it's actually not standard for a lot of print-on-demand stores to offer refunds for change of mind because of the fact that items are custom made to order. So what you could choose to do is you could delete the section that broadly allows refunds for any reason, and then modify it so that you only offer returns for products that are damaged or faulty. And then you want to check for any other sections where you need to fill in your own details, such as adding in your return contact information. And out of these, there is one policy page that you need to read over very closely, and that's the privacy policy. When you generate the privacy policy, you'll see that it has quite a lot of sections that you need to fill in or delete. For example, Shopify included an explanation at the top of the privacy policy. You need to delete this and then fill in the blank space for the date. And for any of the highlighted sections that you want to keep in here, you can highlight those and then click the clear formatting button to remove the highlighting effect. And something else that you also need to know is that there is one policy page that you currently have to update manually, and that's the shipping policy page, because currently this has no template. For this, come to your print-on-demand print shop and find out their estimated shipping times. Then come back to your shipping policy page and type in the estimated shipping times, and add in any production times as well. Allowing 1 to 3 business days is pretty normal, but up to 6 business days over the holidays is also a standard amount. And then there is a final optional page that you can create, and that is the EU contact policy. Shopify has created a template for you to fill in. If you plan to sell to EU countries, be sure to include this. But if you don't plan to sell to them, you don't have to create this. So go ahead, save your policy pages now, and then we can add in the rest of our store pages. So under the online store menu, click Pages, and you can see that the contact page has already been added for us. If we preview it, you'll see that it already has a contact box installed in it, which is very handy. So let's just quickly go in and create an About Us page. Click to add a new page and name the page something like About Us, and then in the text box, add in whatever text that you want to use to promote your store. You can use the formatting tools to make it look nice, such as turning text into bullet points and making text titles bolded. When you've got it looking the way that you want, click Save. And now you have an About Us page. And you can use this process to create any other pages that you might want to add into your store, such as an FAQ page. So once you've added in all of your pages, we're then going to update our store menus. And to do that, just click on Navigation in the side menu, and we'll first come and edit the footer menu. The footer menu is the menu that sits in the footer section of your store, and it's very common for people to put their store policies inside of this menu. To add a link, just come and click the Add Link button, and then type in the name of the page that you'll be adding, and then in the drop-down menu, just choose the page that you want to add into it. And that's it, super simple. You want to make sure that you add in links to all of the policy pages that you created before. So make sure that you add in a link to your privacy policy page here, and add a link into your footer to your terms of service page. and add in a link to your shipping policy page. And if you're going to be selling to the EU, include your EU contact disclosure page as well. And if you want to move any of these pages around, you can just drag and drop them to get them in the order that you like. When you're done, just click Save, and then come back and we will now edit the main menu. The main menu is the navigation menu that people see at the top of the store. By default, Shopify includes links to some important pages already, but we'll be adding in some more. Just come in and make sure that you add a link to the extra pages that you created earlier, such as the About Us page, and then add in a menu item for one of the product collections that you added in before. Then take that menu item and drag it so that it's nestled under the catalog menu item. By doing this, we're going to create a sub-menu, which is going to make it much easier for customers to navigate around our store. And to add another collection into the sub-menu, click Add Menu to Catalog, and then just add in another product collection that you created earlier, and now it'll automatically be listed as part of the sub-menu. So go ahead, add in all of your product collections to the sub-menu, and then just click Save. And now you'll have finished creating your main menu. And here's what it looks like. You can see it includes a sub-menu under the catalog with a link to each of your product collections. And we also have links to our policy pages inside of our store footer. However, our store footer looks a little empty, so we're going to go ahead and customize it. So once again, come and click Online Store to come to the theme page and click to customize your store theme. Then scroll down and come to your store footer. And then in the widget side menu, select to add a block and then choose to add a text block. Then come and click on the block in the menu and then change the text in it. Add in your own header and your own subtext, promoting what makes your store different and unique and why customers should choose you. And then just click Save and take a look at it. You now have a beautiful yet simple and functional footer for your store, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and configure our payment providers so that customers can actually come in and buy our items. And doing this is actually really easy. Inside of the settings menu, just click Payments. By default, PayPal is immediately installed in your store. If your email address that you registered for your Shopify store with already has a PayPal account attached to it, you don't have to do anything. PayPal will just immediately start accepting payments for you. But if it's not already connected, you'll need to complete the process by either signing into a PayPal account that you already have or creating a new one using your email address. And then once we've done that, we'll set up the main payment provider, which usually customers will choose to use, and that is Shopify Payments. So come and click to activate Shopify Payments and fill out your personal information. And this isn't Shopify being nosy, by the way, asking for this. It is a legal requirement. If you're taking money from people, they want to know who you are so that they can make sure that no customers get scammed by anybody. So make sure that you fill out this data accurately. Then on the next page, you'll need to select what type of business that you are. For most people watching, you're probably a sole proprietor, otherwise known here in New Zealand as being a sole trader. Next, you'll then need to fill in your date of birth, and you need to just give a quick explanation and disclosure of what types of products you generally sell. This is just to make sure you aren't selling something that is banned. So, for example, not safe for work posters are not allowed to be sold using Shopify Payments due to their controversial nature. And then after that, you'll need to add in your bank account number that you want your money to be paid into and type in your store name in the statement descriptor box so that customers will recognize your transaction on their credit card. And then you can just click Submit. And on the next page, you'll be asked to set up two-step verification. This is very important to set up in your store, especially with, unfortunately, so many scammers just running around these days. So choose your two-step verification method, and then that's it. We can now go ahead and configure our store shipping options. Now, usually this is a very technical process to set up, but thanks to Printify, it's actually surprisingly easy. So in the settings menu again, click Shipping and Delivery. Now, Printify has already gone and added in our shipping options for us, which is amazing. So you don't need to go in and set up shipping for each of them, which is amazing. However, Shopify did create some default shipping methods for us when we first made our store, so we're just going to get rid of these. So come and select the general shipping rates, and then in your domestic shipping zone, click the menu button and select Delete the shipping zone. And then delete the international shipping zone as well. Super easy. So we are almost ready to send our store live. We just need to do a few little tweaks to it. And one of those tweaks is choosing a Shopify plan. And don't worry, if you still have free days left on your Shopify trial, you get to keep those free days even if you pick a paid plan. You just get to now take advantage of all the benefits of choosing a paid plan. And one of those benefits is very important. It is the ability to turn off the password screen. You see, currently when customers come to your store, they'll be blocked by the password screen. And you can't remove this until you choose a Shopify plan. So let's go do that now. So in the settings menu, click plan, and then click to update your payment method. And then select to add a payment method. You can choose to add in a credit card or debit card, or connect your PayPal account. And then click choose plan. Currently, Shopify is offering an insane deal. You get 3 months of Shopify for just $1 a month. I can't guarantee that this offer will be still active by the time that you're watching this video, but if there is any sort of special offer that Shopify is giving you, I recommend taking it. And the basic plan is perfect for most new stores, so I'd recommend usually selecting that. And then on the final payment screen, just click subscribe. And so now we can go ahead and turn off our store password. But before we do that, we are absolutely going to want to add in a domain name for our store. So again, in the settings menu, click domains, and then just click to buy a domain. Then in the domain box, type in different domain names that you'd like to use. And when you find one where the .com is available, select buy domain. And then on the next screen, make sure your contact information is correct. And then select to buy your domain. And once Shopify has finished loading your domain into your store, you will need to verify the email address on file. This is a legal requirement that the ICANN organization requires that everybody who purchases a .com domain name does. And confirming it is easy. Just find the confirmation email in your email inbox and click the confirmation link. And that's it. Your store now has a custom domain and URL. So now we just want to go ahead and we want to add in a privacy pop-up box to make our store legally compliant. And luckily for us, there are free Shopify apps that make doing this very easy. So we're just going to take advantage of that. Before you do that though, it's optional, but you might want to change your store currency details. So you can do that inside of your settings in the store details section. So I actually did that. I went and changed my store currency to be US dollars instead of New Zealand dollars like it was set to by default. And then I went ahead and added in my privacy pop-up. So to add it in, just come and click on online store in the left side menu of your admin dashboard and then click preferences. Then on the preferences page, scroll down to the customer privacy section and then click to install a privacy app. Now there are several Shopify privacy apps to choose from, and from what I understand, they're all fine. I recommend selecting the highest rated free app and then click to install it. And on the installation confirmation page, again, click to install the app. Then once the app has finished installing, select the Activate App button. And this will take you to your theme settings where it'll automatically have updated to turn the app on. But if it hasn't done it automatically, you can just toggle the on/off button to turn it on yourself. And then you just need to click save. And then come back over to the store preferences page and come back down to the customer privacy section. If you're selling to the EU and UK, switch to collecting data after consent. And if you're selling to the USA, click to activate limit data collection. And guess what we can now do? We can now send our store live so that customers can start buying items from us. And all you've got to do is scroll down on the preferences page, the password protection section, and untick the password protection box, and then click save. And now your store is open to everyone and you can start earning money selling your products. Yay! So go ahead, check out the rest of my print on demand videos, and I'll see you over in the next video.